Okay, it's Monday night. Time to start your week right. Favorite click about to blast the mic. Knowledge is power, it might get you flowers. If you say some stupid ish, you gon' get hit with some powder. And these four be getting wilder. Shooter of the year, my guy Scott T. And we all try and figure out what did Van see. You never know, to rock with Slut Gang CEO. The mass creator, the man with the flow. So if you ain't lame, sit back, relax, and be entertained. It's the grown man click. The grown man click. Now let's go.
The grown man click. 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 The grown man click.
Now let's go. Now let's go. Now let's go.
The grown man click. 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 The grown man click.
Now let's go. Now let's go. Now let's go. Now let's go. Yeah. Must be 8:05. Okay, it's Monday night. Time to start your week right. Favorite click about to blast the mic. Knowledge is power, it might get you flowers. If you say some stupid ish, you gon' get hit with some powder. And these four be getting wilder. Shooter of the year, my guy Scott T. And we all trying to figure out what advance see. You never know, to rock with Slut Gang CEO. The mass creator, the man with the flow. So if you ain't lame, sit back, relax, and be entertained. It's the grown man click. The grown man click. Now let's go. Now let's go. Yeah. Must be 8:05.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the mass creator, J.I. in the house. Next to me, I got my boy, What's up? And on screen, we have...
Man, go.
And we are the Grown Man Click Podcast, coming to you live at 8:05 every Monday night. As we do at the beginning of every show, we go around the horn. Well, first, we toast to a good show. So, pick up whatever you're drinking. Make sure you wave it in the sky, nice and high. And we're going to toast to a good show. We say clink, clink, drink, drink. Let's get it. Even though the last thing I need to be doing is drinking. But we'll talk about that a little later. But
All right.
let's go around the horn. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to you, Van.
Happy Father's Day, man.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there watching.
For sure.
But how was your Father's Day, man? What you do?
I work Father's Day. So, you know.
You was here.
Yeah.
And let's welcome Rich to the show. What's up, Rich?
Rich, what's good, brother?
What's up, fam?
Happy Father's Day to
Happy
you,
Father's
too.
Day, brother.
Happy Father's Day, fam.
First Father's Day for the new baby. Your baby.
All right. So what did you do yesterday, Rich?
Oh, man. We played on the grill a little bit, ate a little bit of crabs, just surrounded by family and friends. For real.
That's what's up.
We was cooling.
For sure.
Had me a nice little, put something in the air. I had my babies here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And Van, what was your Father's Day like?
Well, the boys came and got me, and we went out to the gun range and put some rounds on paper, and then had a little blast up in there.
All right.
Got to play around with a FN 509. Man, that's a nice piece of work. That's a nice piece of work. Like, I've shot a lot of stuff, but that's a nice piece of work.
Sound like something on your to get list.
Well, my son might get it before me because he was looking at it already. He was looking at the what was it? He was looking at a CZ, and then he was looking at a Kimber, and he was like, let me try this 509, and he got behind that 509 and was like, I think I want this one.
Hey, Shelly.
Yeah, but meanwhile, while I was at the range, I think I was telling y'all that I put a new regulator on my high-powered air rifle.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it works. And 1,800 psi out of regulator is pushing 25 grain slugs out past 100 yards,
Wow.
hitting about 50 foot-pounds of energy. Even the guy at the range was impressed. He was like, I can't even hear that. And I said, that's the point. The neighbors.
I'm wrong with that. I'm wrong with that.
So, yeah, we had a good old time.
All right.
All right.
Well, the first part of my Father's Day was amazing. I went to the
You got laid. You got laid.
No.
I
Somebody
did.
got some breakfast
No. First,
in bed.
I actually went to church yesterday.
Oh,
I went out
Jesus.
to the Tab church that my sister.
You heard him? He's about to say he went out to Taboo.
No, I didn't.
Go ahead.
My niece is a minister over at the Tab. Her and her husband, Michael and Jasmine.
Okay.
Shout out to them. And so I've been telling Sheila that I wanted to get out there at church, you know, to fellowship with them, because that was also the same church where my brother's services were when he passed away, and I wanted to just go back and enjoy the service. So we got up early in the morning, went over there. Their service starts at 10 o'clock, so you know it was good for the day because you out by 12 at the latest.
Okay.
So nice little
white people service.
yeah, basically.
You know what I'm saying?
It was real quick, but it was a really good service, you know, and we enjoyed that. Then we went over to I went home and I took a little nap
Okay.
because Saturday night I had an event, and you know, I'm getting older,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm starting to realize that, you know, walking around at a party for 3-4 hours,
It's a little taxing.
yeah, and I had to wear slippery earls too. I had to dress up. So
Had to put them Stacey Adams on. Shit.
yep, the back of them knees was screaming. The back of my knees was screaming.
Wow.
So, but then I took a little nap. Sheila came and picked me up. Went over to my sister-in-law Marie's house, and Maria, Sheila, my sister Joanne, all of the ladies had a Father's Day dinner for us.
Oh,
And,
that's what's
I mean, had everything that you could eat, you know. I mean, and
Sound about right.
guys sat around, and we got some amazing gifts. We got colognes, we got shirts, we got towels. I got this beautiful table that they have handmade with pictures of me on it,
Oh,
Mass
nice.
Creations multimedia in the middle of it.
Nice.
Really nice, like little work table. It's nice.
Okay.
So
That's what's
and they made one for a couple of the other, you know, like the senior fathers in the family, and it was nice. Then we started playing spades.
Okay.
Then the drinks started flowing.
Oh shit.
And once the drink started flowing and the spades games was going, me and my brother Eddie was kicking everybody's butt off the table. And somewhere in, I say around the 8 or 9 o'clock hour, I totally blacked out. My wife was giving me information about what was, you know, nothing crazy.
Sheila,
like
what do you do, Sheila?
nothing.
You
All right.
just want to tell you what.
She said, my sister-in-law, I kept asking for her. I kept asking for Sheila. And then I got my sister, so because I wanted fish, because they had some fish.
Yeah.
And then I started asking for hot sauce and mustard, you know, condiments for fish. But then they said I started doing something like this with my face, like kept rubbing my
Sheila,
face.
what was he drinking, Sheila?
Tequila. Just some tequila and some Heineken, you know, nothing out the ordinary. But I worked late that night before, because you remember I came back here and I had to upload all of the pictures and everything. And so then when I got home, you know, tried to get some rest, but got up real early. So I think it was a culmination of good food, good drink, and me being tired, because I don't remember eating that damn near piece of fish after the fish that was on my original plate. But
I think it was tequila.
I don't even remember getting driven home.
See,
Nothing.
tequila. Yeah.
Nothing. It was completely blacked out. Let's welcome Mr.
Sister Two, what's happening, Captain? What's going on, pimpin'?
What's up? There he is.
So how was your weekend this weekend? What did you do this weekend?
Happy Father's Day.
Shit.
Okay.
What's up? I mean,
You mean tell me you wasn't somebody's daddy this weekend?
Somebody called it.
I prefer the term "sir" during those escapades, but you know, I mean, I'm a cat dad, but you know, that's nothing new. We good here, so
Okay.
All right. And let's welcome my boy Pedro Barrington III, aka Mr. Sophisticated Grizzly, to the house. What's up, Grizz?
Say what's good? What's good?
What's happening, family? How
How
y'all
you
been,
feeling?
man? How y'all doing?
All right, and a happy belated Father's Day to you. I know you sent me a message and I loved it back yesterday.
Yeah,
all in
happy
all.
belated- yeah, all
I got a bunch of
everybody.
messages yesterday. As long as they came in before 8:30, I was good. I saw him. But after 8:30, it was like somebody slipped me a Mickey because I don't remember nothing I did. But it was a really good Father's Day. I enjoyed it and had a great time. And it was just a good weekend. So how was yours, Ted? How'd yours work out?
Pretty cool. Everything went well except for when me and Mrs. Grizz went to go look at the house. So apparently, the realtor that put the house up as a we supposed to do like a the walkthrough, or they had like a open house. Apparently, her people put it up as an open house, but they actually wasn't an open house. So we just sitting in front of these people's house, knocking on the door and shit. And we all, you know how usually an open house, like you got balloons out front and they say welcome and they got a little sign and everything. We walk up, like, you know, it just looked like somebody just left to go out and hang out for the day. And I'm like, okay, this don't look like no open house. When we called the lady, she was like, yeah, I don't know why they put that up there. I'm like, ma'am, like, you know how many people probably gonna show up here today at these people's house? And because your people put an open house up on here.
Oh,
You better figure. So later on, my realtor, she's going to set up a date for us to actually be able to walk through the house and see everything. So everything's still cool. Just, you know, that was the only thing. But other than that, all was gravy, man. Everything.
All right, good to hear. Good
Cool.
to hear.
Yeah, it was a good day. I thought it may have rained a little bit, but it didn't. It stayed off, and we were outside too, so we were in the backyard. I felt that this morning because I was all congested because I didn't take an allergy pill yesterday because I forgot. But besides that, it was a great Father's Day. So shout out to the father and shout out to everybody who celebrated their birthdays and all. And you know,
Shout out to the eaters.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, well, we can shout out to the eaters. So let's go right along. We're gonna go to everybody's favorite part of the show, and here we go. Flowers and powder for you. And that's right. It's time for Flowers and Powder. And if you're new to the show, true to the show, or just don't know what to do with the show, and welcome Reverend Rogers to the fan screen.
Rev.
What's up,
Happy
Rev?
belated Father's Day.
everybody, how you doing?
Just in time.
We're going to go over to
Rev?
Van Gogh, and he's going to let you know what Flowers and Powder is all about. Take it away, Van.
All right. So Flowers and Powder is the segment of the show we do each week. If somebody's done something extremely nice for you, probably like your kids this weekend for Father's Day, you know, go in and give them a shout out and some appreciation. But if you got that guy parked on the side of the road and decides to open up his door in traffic and yells at you because you got too close when he's the one didn't look, yeah, go ahead and go around the block, put some powder on them hands, and smack the shit out of him on his next pass.
All right.
Drive-by slapping.
Drive-by slapping. So before we go into Flowers and Powder, I just want to say Happy Father's Day to Reverend Rogers, and also ask you, how was your Father's Day? How was it?
You on mute, brother.
You on mute.
muted. I'm
There you
muted. It was great. I had a great time. Got a phone call from my son in Orlando. Daughter's here for the summer. Wife was as generous as always. Church was wonderful. Had a great time. Didn't mess up the sermon, so I'm happy with that. So we had a great time. I chilled. I ate. I had a good time. The only problem I have, I was listening to one of my friends preach in DC, Pastor Howard John Wesley, and I got to mirror his problem, his concern, because he said he called Saturday to make reservations for Sunday. And the woman on the phone told him, "Oh, it's wide open. You can come at any time. Try that on Mother's Day.
Right.
You can't get a reservation for nothing if you call 2 weeks in advance, but Father's Day, you could get anywhere you want to. So I got a problem. So that's I know I'm jumping the line, but
No, you're not.
That's my powder.
You right up front. Mm-hmm.
And the Brute by Fabergé. And I know Grizz know about the Brute by Fabergé. So thanks for asking. Happy Father's Day to all of you. Rich, brand new dad. Happy belated Father's Day to you too.
Yeah.
Boy.
All right, so who got the powder? Who going first?
Rev already did it, so he teed it up. I'm going put my bat to it too. Look here, I'm gonna need y'all to stop acting like these fathers are not important. I must need everybody to stop acting like dad is not important at all, because without dad, contrary to what you think, because I know everybody wants to think that women create life. No, women incubate life. Men create the life. So I need you to understand your biology. That's not how life works. Men create life. And
Right.
so what you need to understand is when you have your dad is just as important as your mom. Now, I'm not sure what kind of relationship you have with your father, but if you have a good relationship with your father and you don't celebrate him as much as you celebrate mom, that's a crime. That is a crime punishable by flapping. Because you really need to celebrate your father, because he's your protector, he's your teacher, he's your provider. Like I said, if you have a great relationship with him, if he's taking care of you, if he's in the house with you, if he's being a father, and you're not putting as much emphasis on Father's Day for him as you do on Mother's Day for mom, you're doing him a disservice. So do better with this, please.
Right. All right.
I'm gonna make sure.
Where's my church fan?
I'm gonna make sure my daughter, who just turned 13 yesterday, hear that part, because you kind of stole my thunder for Father's Day with our birthday being the day before, but it's okay. I was broke, but then I worked on Father's Day, so it worked out.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Who next? Mr. Vizitio, you going last, so
I know.
you gotta land the plane.
No more flowers, no more powder.
Damn, this is depressing.
I'm
more
gonna
happiness.
I'm gonna get some flowers to Rich, the new dad. You know what I'm saying? This your first Father's Day with the baby. You know what I'm saying? So flowers to you, my friend.
Appreciate it. I appreciate
I
it.
can give out a little bit of flowers. I can give out some flowers. I can be nice.
What you got, man?
So I'm gonna give out flowers to the staff at the gun range.
Okay.
Because it was Father's Day, and of course, there's a lot of guys in there to begin with, but mostly the guys go in there by themselves or with their girlfriends or whatever. They rarely see, guys in there with their kids actually teaching them about like responsible ownership, all that good stuff. So when we got ready to check out, I was like, all right, well, I use this many targets, blah, 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 so forth and so on. And he was like, bro, I ain't worried about them targets. It's on the house today. I was like, oh, okay, appreciate it. So, yeah, I got to give them flowers because you know, I do know now that they are paying attention, that they're not just in there just working the register, as some places they just
I
work the
know.
register, but they actually pay attention to who's in there and who's doing what. And now I know that's a very safe place to go shoot. So yeah, I'll be spending a
Hey
lot of time.
man, you gotta text me that gun range, man.
Huh?
You gotta text me what that gun range is.
Oh, I'll shout them out by name. Gumtree.
Oh yeah, I've been
Orange
there.
Mills?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
yeah,
Okay.
Gumtree is
Yeah.
pretty cool. That's where I
yeah,
got my permit from.
Okay.
yeah. Gumtree is awesome.
They didn't give a fuck about the target, so I could bring anybody in there that I wanted. Yeah.
I mean, they were paying attention that day, and I went in late at like 6:30. They closed at 7:30, so it could have been a combination of they had already closed the registers down and just didn't want to open it up to take them few little dollars, but they were like, it's a couple dollars for the targets. Go ahead and have it.
Okay.
Well, go in there next time, same time, and see if it's the same thing.
Oh, I plan on it.
Mhm.
That way you know for sure. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh yeah, I'll plan on it.
What's up, Lala from Witness Protection?
Hey,
She's out
Lala,
there.
how you
What's going on?
doing?
All right, is that everybody except for let me segue into my man here.
Well,
Let me give
Oh,
mine
sorry,
because I
Jerry.
kind of gave my little preliminaries that
Okay, go ahead,
were
man.
there.
Go for it.
I definitely and I'm giving mine on a global stage. I want to give my flowers to my forever president and forever first lady, President
Yes.
Barack Obama
There we go.
and First Lady Michelle Obama
Wakanda.
for the presidential opening of the Obama Presidential Center and reminding us what it feels like to be proud of someone who sits in that seat. And I definitely, I hate to even give him the steam off my doo-doo.
Reverend, watch your mouth. I'm sorry.
That southbound portion of a northbound donkey that talked about Michelle Obama. But I also want to back up and mention that immediately after that, he paid the price. So in my church voice, I got to say, I just want to make sure he gets everything he deserves and everything he needs in Jesus' name. Amen.
Wait, hold on.
yeah, you got the hits going on. You heard him hit.
You gotta roll that part. But that's how a pastor cuts you out. That's how a pastor cuts you
That
out.
might be worse than a regular curse out.
I was like, wow.
Did you have them organ hits queued up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you definitely right about that. It's now that you know. They haven't been in office in
Try
10
to get
years.
it for you, Grizz. I couldn't get it up fast enough when you was giving your sermon.
Well,
It's crazy they ain't been in office in 10 years, and you know this is just so prevalent in their minds. The Obamas, you know, it's crazy.
it's insane.
And did you see that stupid meme he put up with a trash bag on top of the Obama library?
Yeah. Oh, I've seen all of them. Listen,
He's stupid.
I'm in several right-wing, conservative, Trump supporting groups raising.
And
hell
I'm praying
at
for you all the more.
Listen, look, they hate to see me coming in the morning. They know I'm coming. I got
said,
coffee. I got
everybody
my-
else needs the oil,
Yeah,
not and the
I'm
water,
on that.
not me.
I'm on their ass. So, but yeah, I've seen a few, but really, if you've seen the library, it's just some fly shit. It's really some fly shit.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. And
And
it ain't
being
got
in
a,
Florida. Oh, go
it
ahead.
ain't
I'm
got a,
sorry.
it ain't got a jet from a foreign country
Right.
parked in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool too. That's cool too.
And the scam that the present person in that office with the Cheeto dust on him, they are stealing state national reserves
Plain sight.
to make what is supposedly going to be his. But you know,
Yeah.
everything he gets, he takes. If you give him $10 for something, he'll take $9.95.
Or you gonna take the whole 10, then see you for the rest.
And the people that
Right.
build it are not going to get paid.
At all.
No.
At all.
No.
I think listen, it's crazy because we feel as strongly about it on our side as they do on their side. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we're literally having the same argument, but one is based in logic, history. Others kind of like an emotional attachment, is identity politics. Because if the guy who I like is wrong, that means I'm wrong.
Right.
And nobody wants to be wrong, right?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy,
I
though.
have
But
one-
my litmus
one
test is would you let Obama get away with it?
No.
That's my litmus test.
No.
Exactly. And you know,
You know what I'm
damn well
saying?
you wouldn't.
Yeah.
And no damn well. I have one more thing to add.
Go ahead,
If y'all
go
don't
ahead.
mind. If
Go
you
ahead.
don't mind. And this is in no way, shape, or form a blanket statement to all. But to some of the people in the Asian community that have a problem with black people
Ooh, wait, don't get me started.
divesting, you should be less upset about where we spend our money and more upset about why we've chosen to spend our money elsewhere. So you worried about the fact that we are supposedly boycotting? No, we're not boycotting you. We are reinvesting our finances. It's not about boycott because we know all Asian people aren't like this, but we've seen way too many of the racist Asian people who have a problem against us. And here's the part that I don't understand. Had we not died, had so many of our leaders not been in the ground right now, you wouldn't be able to enjoy some of the resources that you get when you came here. Yet you want to trash the very people who made it possible for you to come here. So when you worry about where our black dollars are going, worry about where your nonsense came from and why our black dollars are going.
And the crazy thing, even beyond that, because I've seen these outpouring of these Asian folks, really coming at black people. You're
Right.
not going to boycott this, you're not going to boycott that. And the bigger picture is the only reason why you're in our communities is because of racism.
They don't want you in there.
They didn't want you in theirs. You could only get here if you were starting a business. And that's because they felt bad about throwing y'all in camps. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Doing the same thing Germany did with the Jews. So you were forced to be in our community because white folks ain't want to see you in theirs. You know what I'm saying? And then you automatically know what they know that we don't really know as far as like galvanizing our economic power.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, if we start investing, start moving that money in different directions, they're gonna feel it. Target felt it. You know what I'm saying?
You
So
should ask
it's
Target
one of
before
the
you did
things
it.
where we gotta just galvanize. And it's funny, real quick. My daughter is 13, and she's really into like Asian Korean culture.
Right.
With the TV shows, with the subtitles at the bottom. She got a book to learn Korean, the whole nine. So me being who I am, I just see race in everything. You know what I'm saying? I really do. So I see how they've taken our music. They've taken our style. They've taken our fashion.
They getting afros.
But then got a
Korean
store,
fried chicken.
and then to sell that to other Asian people, they got a store called Nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like, so my daughter said, "Hey, I want to go to this new store opening up. It sells, hey, what's up? It sells, this Korean pop stuff, clothes, makeup, all kinds. I say, listen, the same way you went online and you can find anything you're interested in, go find somebody black that make it.
Okay.
Go find somebody black that make it.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And like really do your research on it. Because it's not to shun the Asian community because we're gonna shop there if we want to shop there. Bottom line. We so programmed to have things certain ways far as how we live our lives, we're gonna go to the Asian nail people. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to the Asian spot to get the hair, or they're gonna be African, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But either way, the stuff that we patron that we buy, they keep us out of the manufacturing part of it. You know what I'm saying? The distribution of it, or they overcharge us
Right.
to do it. Therefore, then we got to overcharge our people for the stuff that we trying to do.
Right.
So we not, and like I say, it's always anytime we decide that we want to reinvest in our community or show pride in our community, it's always a direct assault on American culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what American culture is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, who don't know better than us? What's up, Shorty? What's going
up,
on?
dog? What's going on? I mean, at the end of the day, we are American culture, because without us, y'all have no culture.
Absolutely.
We are the culture of America. Like, if you think
We're the
about
spice
it,
that makes
think
this
about
place tolerable.
think about the Asian man that challenged us to I dare you African Americans, boycott the Asian people as you're wearing a African American starter kit.
Exactly.
You dressed like one of us, sitting there daring us.
Hold
And
up,
I'm sitting
though.
there like, we
Right.
enrich your life to the point to where you don't even understand that you're trying to be us. You don't even know that you're trying to be us.
And see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, if you cool, we cool. It's
We
just
welcome
that
you in
simple.
our community.
Right.
That's
If you cool, we cool.
And you want to pull a gun on us for it.
But what I find hilariously ironic is the white boys that's rapping with gold chains and gold teeth, with jerseys of African American, talking about how much they love Trump and all this other
Right.
shit.
Right.
Kid Rock.
Yeah.
I'm like,
While you wearing Eddie George
Kid
or
we're not even talking about Kid Rock. Kid Rock country now. We
Yeah, he
talking
tried.
about white boys
He got
with
on
gold
though.
teeth, fronts, gold chains, looking like every rapper stereotype you can think of. You know what I'm saying? Talk about Trump, my daddy, I love Trump. And I'm like, that's crazy. All right.
All right. So let's go ahead.
That's
and
great
wrap
info
up.
lane and Mr. Persistent too. What you got? Flowers or you got the flowers?
I just wanted y'all to let it out. Time y'all say some more shit than I do. That's cool. All right now.
Mhm.
So I got my flowers. Okay.
Okay.
Peace and quiet. Peace and quiet is beautiful on Father's Day.
Okay.
As a proud me personally, it's just Sunday because, you know, like I said, for Mother's Day, same shit applies, if not more. Everybody should be celebrating their fathers every day. Same.
Right.
Word.
True.
Yeah, that
75% cacao banker hose. That's the last edition I just made an hour ago to my flowers. Okay. That shit was delightful seeing that earlier this evening. Lovely. Okay. Shouts out. We're gonna be doing some hose shout outs now. Okay. Shouts out to my pantsuit, New Jersey DMV, weather leather hoe Lily, who was so happy to see me replacing that TV so somebody could stop bugging her about the ticket system. The shit was hilarious. But she was fine. Woo! So, shouts out to you for appreciating good fashion in class. Flowers, I forgot these flowers from last week. Flowers to Grizz because of his little. Thankfully, he doesn't gatekeep, at least that we're aware of.
Okay.
I was able to scour 3 Marshalls, get all the fragrances that he advertised, no problems. Anybody need none? I don't want to sell them for double, but just there you go. Right. My last flower is ruining Latina lives. That shit's great. Van knows what I'm talking about. I want to do some experimentation with giving random people notes and saying, I want you to ruin my life. Call me and see what happens.
I saw it.
Oh yeah, you saw. I forgot. Yeah, I said the thing.
Hold on. What you doing? Say that again.
I'm doing a social experiment. I'm doing a couple of them, but one of them I
Okay, good.
real, And basically, it's me giving random Latinas that are attractive, ideally big booty Latinas, because everybody knows John loves the big booty Latinas. Okay?
Right.
Giving them my number and saying, I want you to ruin my life and see what happens. I'm just curious. What's going to happen. See how many people knock on the door for that open door, open crotch policy. You know what I'm saying?
Please let us know what the findings are.
Oh, yeah, I got a bunch of other stuff lined up. Because if you don't know, yesterday marked not just the first day of actual summer, but the first day of scorching man summer. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
So we gonna be out. Okay. Turn the corner. It's gonna be, as the kids say, lit. You know? Okay. Anyway. Now let's get to the good shit that y'all want to hear, the powder. Okay. We're gonna get this out of the way real quick. Cheap asses in IT. Okay, I can't wait till I fucking retire soon from IT. I had somebody hit me up an hour ago while looking at that 75% cacao banker hoe. Disturbing me in my eyes. Talking about some, hey, can you tell me about, how much you charge per foot for cabling? And he's like, I tell him, and he's like, why is that so expensive? Because you ain't paying for it. I am.
Right.
I got to put it in my car. I got to put it in the Well, I can get a whole box for $295. I know you can. But are you going to ship it to me in time? No. It's always last minute, right? So you getting charged 65 cents a foot. Sometimes I make more money on materials than I do on the labor. And that's how it should be. Because when you don't do a site survey, then I got to charge you as if it's an emergency.
Mm.
So,
Damn right.
another late addition from this morning. I discovered something. I'm not a fan of some leathers. Okay? Specifically, Jersey Italian leathers that happen to be married but want to talk to me.
Jesus.
No. No. You can't be talking to me and acting all stupid. And they're the ignorant ones. They don't even know what gravy is. They call gravy sauce. You're not supposed to do that if you're real Italian. What's wrong with you? I mean, she looked okay. She was like a 4.75 on a good day. Put a paper bag on it, bumps it up to 6.
Oh,
No. Nah. And ironically, I was at K Jewelers. I've realized that if every kiss begins with K, then every divorce begins with Zales. I'm just going to leave it at that. All right. Then we're going to transition to, unfortunately, something that I had to fall back on from last week. Y'all heard the statistics. Unfortunately, the sisters don't like Mr. Vicissitude for some reason because most of them think he's arrogant. I don't understand this. This happened today. I went to a Walgreens, pick up a package for the VA. I walk in there. She eyed me from the fucking photo counter, saw me, saw the shiny Rolex, saw the shoes, saw the purple socks, saw it all. I said, hey, how are you? I'm just looking to get a package. It's under so-and-so my name and December. Well, what did you say? I was like, I'm looking for a package. It's under. Oh, well, you see all these packages back here? Is it your job to look for it? You get an attitude with me? No, you seem to be. I'm sorry you don't like your job. Why don't you quit? And then she looked at me and was like, thinking I was arrogant. I was like, listen, I can describe the box right in front of you. I can literally describe this box because it's right in front of you. It's a big blue box. Literally. That's it. You just look down and if you can read, it says the company's name right there.
That's the problem. She can't read.
I know. And this is what I deal with up in these parts up north. These remedial ass, not having Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion listen hoes. That be like, oh, he's arrogant. As a matter of fact, I was wearing arrogant today, Grizz.
Is that your black woman's voice?
Well, I swear I should have told you about that shit.
I'm just saying, like, what we doing?
On that English laundry.
On that English laundry. Ironically, the person who initially called me arrogant, we ain't gonna say Jay, that person's name. That person didn't buy any English laundry, even though I recommended it for somebody else we won't speak of. See, that's what I'm saying. See, like, you know, that's all. I'm just shaking my head. That's all I want to do. I'm just
You're a perfect segue into men's mental health topic.
Yes. And I got two more, and these are the biggest ones. These are the big ones. Get the holy oil and the holy water ready, Rev. I know you've been waiting. I know you got the organ out, but I don't know if you want the organ out too much. Let's see.
Oh, land the plane, man. Land the plane.
Yeah. Okay. Models who double as hookers and use that as a way to get people to do shootouts is not acceptable.
Thank you.
Okay? Like, I discovered, I ain't saying no names, at least today, but I discovered we had a shootout that was supposed to be yesterday, and on, as we would say, the Lord's Day and Father's Day, you out here sinning, talking about I'm doing a photo shootout at a hotel in Baltimore somewhere at the Inner Harbor. But then you put out a separate flyer on X talking about you can have one or two beauties. Excuse me? So which is it? Are you trying to say I get a combo deal? What if I saw both of these flyers? Do I get to do a shoot and get the cook? And is it that good? And is it really that good? And I not for nothing. Is it really that good? If your menu is is $50 for head, I'm just saying.
You gotta bring the second flyer with you.
Yeah, listen.
You do the shootout. Do the shootout, then you pull out the second flyer and be like, "What's up with this?"
Listen. We ain't about the blackmailing here, okay? Slut Syndicate is a very, established, very reputable place here. We don't do things like that. I don't need to blackmail a hoe. They blackmail themselves. That's ridiculous. But I'm sorry, that's not acceptable. If I'm coming to do a shoot with you, which I wasn't, but just in case, don't be out here trying to fucking be like, on Facebook, we got the $50, $70, $90, $100 photo shoot special, but then you go on X and it's the same person, and you just like, we also got the Gawk 2000 special for $50. I'm kind of concerned when your rates are that low. Maybe one of y'all can peep game with me. Is $50 a good going rate in the Inner Harbor? I thought it would be higher than that. I feel
not in the market, so I don't know.
It was a Father's Day special, man. Come on.
We need to bring in Kim Swallows one day to see about that. Because I need to know, because I feel like that's low. Like $50 here, you catching something. I'm just saying. So I was curious, but since it's down south, things get cheaper down south, but that's a dramatic drop between two states. I'm just saying.
Well, how much the hoes in Bethesda?
What?
How much the hoes in Bethesda in Montgomery County? How much the hoes up there?
I don't know. You tell me. I don't know Maryland like that.
Well, you know how much Baltimore.
I know you can listen. You can ask me about crab cakes, but you can't ask me about box. I don't know that down there yet. I ain't well versed. I just hear it's cheaper, but that cheap? Damn. What we doing? Okay. Now the last thing, this is gonna be a serious fucking dig. I've been waiting 2-3 years to say this shit. I'm tired of bullshit fashion show promoters. I'm tired of one in particular. One that I saw in person 3 years ago now, who apparently thinks it's okay to still scam people. Ink and Lace, I'm calling you the fuck out for your bullshit. You didn't pay nobody back then. That's all I'm saying. Like, and I know that firsthand. Now, and you actually destroyed a friendship, which honestly, I don't care if it got destroyed because the photographer went along with it because that guy wanted to get laid. I ain't gonna say his name at this moment. Eventually, possibly, we'll see. But I'm tired of the bastardization of not only fashion, but the bastardization of also you using alternative females. I'm not even gonna call them models because they're not models. You hired women that have mental problems that use tattoos as a coping mechanism.
Cool.
And you're sitting here telling me, oh, they can all model. Everybody's a model. Everyone's beautiful. And you're using the LGBTQ XYZ plus divide and multiply group. Why? Why are we exploiting that? That's not okay. I spent $100 at that fucking thing 3 years ago trying to support my photographer that I used to mess with at the time, like hang out with and be cool and put in magazines and shit till I found out some fuck shit with him and then I took everything down. We'll get it out another day. And basically paid $100 to sit in a fucking basement that didn't have no air conditioning with finger food from ShopRite. and not even a runway. You guys just walked on floor. You walked on the floor. You had no cues. You didn't prep, which is sad because you had 3 rehearsals. You had 3 rehearsals, and you still couldn't get a woman to walk in a line? Like, it was so bad. I could be bored. Call up J-Room right now. Tell her to do a fashion show in St. Pete and just have her as the only model and would run circles around the 30 fucking women there because they're not models. You made a profit off of them. You didn't even offer to pay them. It was pathetic. And now you're still doing it. You're still running the scam. And then I got to realize, I forgot. You in St. Pete. You ain't in Miami because that wouldn't fly.
Right.
You ain't in Orlando. That wouldn't fly. You damn sure ain't up north because you want to make it past Maryland.
Shit, you know that.
But yet, you out here still doing shit. It just boggles my fucking mind. And then it makes it difficult for me because now when I book shows, I gotta book shows with the idea of, okay, well now I gotta do this and basically navigate through your fuckery that you caused, even though it's all the way to fuck down there in a whole nother fucking world, because word travels fast. It's a small world, as we said. And now you got people that are entitled insta-hoes who got bajillion tattoos all over the place looking like Cody Rhodes with tats on their necks and shit, looking all stupid. And you think, and you have them modeling in anything? And then here's the kicker. They had performances. Let me tell you what the performances were. Literally strippers. Not even good-looking ones. They had like the gender bender fender ones, which is fine if you into that. But the fact that you allowed the audience to throw money in there like this, literally on a fashion runway, really a fucking floor it wasn't even a straight runway. Bitches are not even straight when they want to walk. That's how fucking gay they are. Like, what the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
And it's just like... And then they get mad at me because I exploited them supposedly because I said this ain't okay. You're not even paying your people. You didn't pay for the venue. You took thousands of dollars. Oh, that's not true. Blah 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 blah. And then this comes around full circle to what my point was, because as you can see, I'm middle-aged and crazy. That's what people know me as in the industry. He's a psychopath because he calls people out. He don't stay quiet about it. I ain't got time to stay quiet about it. Why are we staying quiet about shit? You do something wrong, you need to be called out for it. Well, what ended up happening, that photographer, who shall at the moment remain nameless, decided to say, I need my piece, man. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I just, I can't deal with that. And I'm just looking like, so you okay with the fuckery? You okay with living in an apartment and you working at Publix for like $5, $6, $7 an hour? You okay with the bullshit? You okay with just having a Sony A7 and still shoot in P mode? You can't even shoot fucking manual anything. But you're one of these guys who claims you're a photographer. You're not. You're a GWC. And you make not only photographers look bad, but you make the black photographers look bad, which I got a fucking problem with. So I just happen to be so pissed off because once again the scam is around. August 1st or 2nd or whatever the fuck they do in their show, the stupid ad that's made by AI. See, now everybody got AI at their fingertips, so now you got the fuckery where they make any old thing. That happened, and now I'm just like, I'm low-key a little upset at myself because honestly, I want to book a show. And I want to shit on every single person that thinks they know what they're doing. My arrogance is coming out in full strength, Jay.
Hey, Jay.
What's up, Jay?
I'm just tired of bullshit shows. Like something needs to change real quick. Something's got to change quick with that shit because it's not a good look for anybody that's in the industry that gives a shit. That's all I got. That's all I got today.
Cool. Well, the title of today's show is "Are You Really Okay, Bro?"
No.
Because as you know,
Oh, look at the baby.
Oh shit.
as you know, this is the ending part of Men's Mental Health Month, and we've touched on fathers. We've touched on being the catalyst for great photography as men, and you know.
Let's not use the terminology "touching on." That's kind of crazy, right there.
Can you stop for a minute, please? I'm being serious because this is a serious topic. But you know, because and that's the whole idea. Everybody glazes over men's mental health, like it's not important. Like you know,
Right.
We don't deserve a forum where we can really talk and display, you know, stuff that is really, really important towards bettering your mental health.
Right.
So tonight, I really want to have a serious conversation about this because, you know, we don't know. It could be somebody right now on this screen going through one of the toughest times of their lives. And we could be one of the things that helps get them through, but we're still not giving them the forum they need to tell us what's going on to help them get better. So can you go to download number 25 for me, please?
You ever ask a man how he's doing and he says, I'm all right. I'm here to tell you, that man is not all right. That man is battling demons that you cannot even possibly imagine. That man is struggling every single day to find a reason to keep going. And the reason we say we're all right is because as a man, nobody really fucking cares what you're going through. So why even bother to say it? But you know what? I feel you, brother. Because I'm alright too.
Every fucking day.
And we hear it all the time, you know, asking our friends, hey, how you doing today? Oh, I'm all right.
Yeah.
And we leave it at that. We don't really open up enough to say, hey, dog, you know, I can see a difference in the way you look, and I can see the difference in the way you walk, and you don't seem like your normal self. You know, do you need a minute to talk about it?
Right.
Now, this is the key. Do you care enough to really want to listen?
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to have this topic today because I'll be the first one to say that I'm not okay today. Today is my mother's birthday. So I'm not okay. So it's like for me, it's rough. Because I mean, it was 8 years ago. I know that a lot of people were like, man, it's been 8 years ago, but people don't understand 8 years still ain't long enough. 80 years.
Nope.
From when you lost your mom.
Right.
And so when I thought about it today, I saw a video that my sister posted on her page. And it was my mother talking to my niece's daughter. And I could hear her voice. And it's weird because it was like I was sitting in the room with her when she was talking to my niece. Like I can still hear the vibrato and the sound and the tone from my mother's voice, which was at some point in my life the only thing that could calm me down when I was like on 10. It was only my mother's voice that could calm me down. Now, thank God that that has transferred over to my lady, because she has that gift to be able to bring me, back down to earth. But just hearing that today and then understanding what today was, and listening, because I think, I told everybody I wrote a song for my mom, and it's still hard for me to hear it. Even though I wrote it, I know the words. It's hard for me to listen to it, and I kind of forced myself to listen to it today, because it was like, yeah, I just really wanted to sit in the memory, of my mother. So, and thank God for my lady, because she is right there on it with me. Like, she makes me feel safe to be vulnerable.
Right.
And I think a lot of men don't have the safety to be
Nope.
vulnerable, because so many of us have to be hard all the time, or have to put up a wall all the time, or have to move in a specific way because it's an expectation. But sometimes we want to break, man.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about a break from life. We want to break down, because so much stuff piles on our shoulders. We carry it every day. We carry the scars. We carry the whips. We carry the chains. We carry the bullets, the arrows. Like, we carry it every single day, and we have to stay strong for people that care about us and people that don't even care about us. We have to stay strong for all of it. And then you just need that one moment where you can go somewhere and just scream or yell or cry or fall to your knees and pray, or whatever it is that you need to cleanse your spirit. And I thank God that he put her in my life, because it's amazing how all I have to do is lay on her lap and she'll just rub my head, and everything is just, it's like it's every time she rubs my head, it's like she's wiping away a different pain, and I remember that's like what my mom used to do. Like, when I would be going through stuff and I couldn't share that with anybody else, but when I would share it with her, and I would just, even as old and as big as I am, I would just lay on my mother's lap, and she just rub my head and just wipe away. It really is like she was wiping away the pain. And when she passed, I never thought I would get it again. I was literally walking around here a zombie, and just feeling like, look, I gotta harden up, because I can't just walk around crying every day. I can't just walk around like, giving up, because she didn't raise me to be that kind of man. She raised me to be a man. She raised me, her and my dad raised me to be a strong man, but also a man of integrity. So I can't move that way. So when Kay came into my life, I didn't want to lay all of this stuff at her feet, but she gave me the opening to say, hey, I got you. And it was that simple. It wasn't even a thing of, I got you because, or I got you. No, it's just, I got you. And she's been pivotal in me being able to get through this day. I had my moment where, the tears dropped. And it was more so, I'm so glad that I've gotten to the point to where it's not always the sad tears. There are some joyful tears that fall too, because I can hear my mother laughing at certain things and talking about certain things, and listening to John P. Key or Daryl Coley, or just, some of the stuff she would listen to. And then she'd turn right around and listen to Ella Fitzgerald and listen to Billie Holiday, and then turn right around and in that same sequence, listen to Stevie Wonder and Michael Jackson. So it's just like, it's kind of, shows where I get my musical eclectic nature from. But at the same time, man, I'll say it right, I miss the hell out of my mother. I miss her with everything in me. And I really, like, if I could have one last conversation with her, I don't even know what I would say. I have no idea what I would say. But I think I would literally just sit and listen. I don't think I would say a word. I would just to hear her talk. I wouldn't even have words to say, because I don't feel like any words I could say would do any justice. But yeah, I didn't mean to bring down the whole.
No,
You know.
no, you didn't. Thank you for sharing that. And I mean that honestly, because if you don't have a listening ear and a non-judgmental listening ear, with your friends and your brothers, because it's good to know that you're supported by your significant other, your life mate, your partner. But when you can open up and share with men who you respect and admire, it may give them a little bit of hope or a little bit of healing that they are going through. Because you know what, I was at a funeral one time, and the minister said, and I looked back at it, and it's true. It's about 7 years before the sting of a loss starts to lose some of its sting. Doesn't mean it's going away. It just means that it's a little bit easier to cope with. And the healing process is different for everybody. So, because he said it may be 7 years for this person, but it could be 70 years for this person, because of the memories, the life built, the life lost. Everything changes depending upon what that person meant and how much they meant to you. You might not get that same shiver you got 3 years ago when you talk about your mom. You might not get that same lost feeling 7 years from that day when you lost your mom. But you're always going to feel something, because that loss was important to you.
Right.
And if you ever need to call me up, and this is 100% true, and all of you do, if you ever need to call me up and share, whatever we talk about stays between us. It's not going to be like, oh yeah, my boy called me today, he was in a bad way. No, because then you're not protecting that person.
Right.
So remember, I'm here for you, and I don't mind listening. I've been in the car driving and missed my turns and stuff from somebody sharing something with me, and I'm helping them through it, because I know what it's like. We've got Mrs. Grizz, and I have Sheila, and I have that bucket that I can pour out into. But some of our friends may not have that yet, and you have to be there for them if you've got that protection. Because if it gets too heavy for me, I'm going to definitely turn to Sheila and say, you know what, this is how I'm feeling, and this is what's going on, and we've got to protect the ones that don't have that.
Right.
So, anyone else want to share? If not, let's go to the next video.
Well, I would, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Because these are the things that we miss, and we miss it too late.
Yeah.
That's why tonight is so important.
Right.
Having this cave where we could talk, and it's a public, but this is still us. And a lot of people don't realize this, but even my profession is one where everyone dumps what they're going through on me, and I don't have the luxury of dumping back on those because of just who I am. So people don't realize this, but a lot of pastors and preachers die on Sunday and Monday. I look back, and a lot of my best friend's dad, Sunday, because everybody would come to the house, he went in his study in the house, sat down in his chair where he always does, and he didn't get back up. But what we've realized in our generation is you've got to have that one or two, maybe three at the most, that you can go to with anything, especially the things you can't name.
Right.
And feelings are real. And, we say it all the time on the basketball court, pressure bust pipes.
Right.
But it's the unrelieved pressure.
Right.
Yeah.
And you got to realize, too, that these bodies aren't made to operate under the stress we operate under.
Right.
There is such a thing as toxic stress.
Mhm.
And in this group, I mean, everybody has it. But there's an additional, we talked about it earlier, talking about being black, how we're the constant whipping boy, quote unquote, for everybody.
Right.
Every nation, everyone in this world looks to black people, and I will say this particularly, black Americans, as somebody that you could dog, and very few will come to our defense.
Absolutely.
So where do we go? We have to, what we've done as a people, we've got to, and we're going to have to do this more, come inside, talk to each other, protect each other, and protect each other's peace. Now, we are a lot of the reason why our peace is at jeopardy, but you got to have your tribe. And so I with what you said, Jay, I want to say this too. And I said on a friend basis, but also on a professional and pastoral basis. You guys need me at any point in time. Hit me up. I want to make sure everybody has my number too before we get out of here. So once we shut down, I want to make sure I'm gonna put it out for everybody.
You can put it in the private chat, and it'll only go to us.
And so I also want us to say this too. You gotta have something that is yours and yours alone, and you gotta protect it.
Right.
You gotta have a Sabbath, and you gotta keep it holy. Something that nobody comes in on, nobody without permission, and it better be very rare and important that you break my Sabbath.
Right. Let's welcome Harry to the stage. What's up, Harry? How you doing?
Harry.
I mean, you know, like, it's so much, you know, that we go on because most of us here are entrepreneurs. We work for ourselves, and the struggle to provide is every day.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't work, we don't eat, type of thing.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That's another level of stress that we deal with as, you know, creatives who use our creativity to be our fortress or our stronghold, our money, what we do to make a living. And I think that can sometimes bring even more stress on you. You know, I used to tell my wife all the time, and, you know, I don't like arguing. I don't mind having a civilized discussion over points that we don't agree on, but I don't like yelling. I definitely don't like screaming. I don't like people being confrontational. So I'm not, I told her, you know, when we were first starting out on this journey, I do not, and I will not put myself in the early grave stressing out over this.
Mm-hmm.
We be together. We supposed to be able to talk to each other with loving tones, and we can be concerned and we can get upset, but you're not going to be screaming at me, spitting in my face, expecting me to be able to process your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Stop spitting in his face, Sheila.
She doesn't. because I gave her one little point, and I tell people this all the time. You ever watch two people arguing, but you couldn't hear what they say?
Yeah, he told body language.
And doesn't it look ridiculous? Doesn't it look unhinged, uncontrolled?
Yep.
So why would I want to look like that? Why would I want to be like that? I can't operate like that. But women need to be more cognizant of what men need. So can you 30, please?
What do I wish women understood about men? Fine. I'll say it bluntly. Men are fighting wars in their heads every damn day, and most of you have no idea. He's stressed, overwhelmed, exhausted, and still trying to hold everything together because he knows if he cracks even once, you'll judge him for it, right? He doesn't open up because every time a man does, or he gets labeled weak, dramatic, or not man enough, so he shuts up, he bottles everything. He carries the weight alone. And because he learned the hard way that nobody cares about a man's feelings until he's broken. You think he's quiet? He's drowning. You think he's distant? He's overloaded. You think he doesn't feel? He feels too damn much. He just isn't allowed to show it. Most men are walking around with pain so heavy you couldn't carry it for 10 minutes. But he carries it every day without complaining, without crying, without asking for help, because he knows no one is coming. That's what I wish women understood. Men are not cold. They're bleeding silently. They're just tired. Tired of being punished for having a heart.
Well, I would say to one of the points she made about men expressing themselves or the fear of it. In my opinion, I think within the last maybe 15 to 20 years, there's been a lot of, before, men being asked to express themselves, communicate, share, that kind of thing. And then we fast forward a generation and we're oversharing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, to the point where, we get called sis and you argue like a woman and all this other kind of shit. I grew up in a house of 5 women. You know what I'm saying? My mother,
Me too.
grandmother, aunts. So I ain't got no choice but to know how to argue with a woman. Because that's what I see when they have conflict. So you learn that language, you learn that body language when you see, your aunties about to scrap over some hair or some bullshit. So you pick up things as you go along. But to my earlier point, it's just now we're oversharing. But a lot of it is now we're articulating and it's boundaries and you don't like it. And there has to be a separation between the guys who are creating boundaries because we want to be heard and just you lumping us in with the jack legs and the baby daddies that you got beef with or the ex-husband. You know what I'm saying? So everybody can't really bring their bags to the table, or it's going to continue to be a circle of conversation about who did what, how it started, she said it, and I reacted to that, or whatever. So at some point, it has to be, I'm sharing with you, I'm creating boundaries. Try to understand, like you said, we can have different points of view and can debate those points where it's not, a confrontational or it becomes have a negative connotation to the conversation. But at the same time, it's like, okay, don't get pissed at me because I'm telling you, I'm not doing that. Right. Or it's how we choose to provide and protect. Because sometimes protection is prevention. You know what I'm saying? Like, your titties out, put another shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Like, something as simple as that.
Right.
And that's not me controlling you. That's me understanding these niggas out here who ain't gonna give you eye contact. And as soon as one of them disrespect you, you gonna give me eye contact like Jada did Will. Like, you ain't gonna smack this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bad example, but I get
you know what I'm saying. So it's just
a good example.
It's a good example.
No, because he's a cuck. He's a bitch.
Either way.
But I get your point.
But
You know what?
The point is, you gonna have to be that cup when she look at you. When she smack that dude.
Y'all gotta read his book, man.
But I'm talking about prevention. So that way, if y'all have that conversation, have that understanding, that's not even going to be an issue when you go out.
What's the name of the book, Rich?
Will Smith memoir.
Oh, brother.
Why
you
even
why'd you even bother to ask?
That was not a joke. He has a book. I think it's called Will, but I listened to the audio version. I ain't gonna lie to y'all niggas.
If I may jump in,
he definitely talked about exactly why he's the way he is.
Hold on for a minute.
Hold up, Harry. Go ahead, finish, Rich.
No, I was saying he was talking about the way he is because he's basically did in his book what we talking about on this podcast right now. He's letting it all go. Why he felt? Because he felt just like how John just said, he's a cuck, he's a bitch. He was raised to be that. Like,
well, obviously, you live in West Philly.
Yeah. No, it's about the home.
It's best.
It's about
Harry, what you got, Harry?
On
Yeah.
mic.
All right, so I was going to say there are some points I agree and disagree with. I see the validity of it all. I disagree to a point about the oversharing because I still feel like there are a lot of us, especially a lot of us black men, a lot of us older black men, that still hold a lot of stuff in when it
I
comes
agree with
to
that.
talking about our issues, talking about what's going on with us and what we're doing because we've always had this thing where we've been expected to just hold it all in, suck it up, be a man, blah 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 blah. Because
Yeah.
kind of like if you go back to that video that was just played, that woman was right. A lot of people, period, don't know what's going on in our heads from moment to moment. But the bigger thing too, now when it comes to oversharing, not necessarily oversharing, it's who you share with.
Exactly.
Who am I talking to? Because sometimes some of the people that we're talking to aren't the people we should be talking to
Yep.
when it comes to what's going on in our life and what's going on, in our business.
Right.
Because Jerry's one of the few people that knows some of the stuff that I've been dealing with, but there's a reason because I have a trust with Jerry. I can't, just roll up, with any dude that I know. Yeah, man, I got this going on, man, and this is going on in my head. Da, 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 da. That's oversharing.
Yep.
Right.
That's oversharing. But if I have like that one friend, I say, look, can I pull you aside and I can tell you what's going on because there's a trust between us, and I know I'm going to get some advice from you. That's something that we as people, not just the men, but we as people, we need to invest in. We need to know who we can invest in so that way when we do share, we don't find ourselves oversharing or sharing the wrong information with the wrong people. Because I'm alluding to the fact that a lot of people that sometimes we share stuff to, they ready to take us down. Oh, I got this on him. Yeah.
Yep. They weaponize it.
Weaponizing your
Exactly.
weaponizing your secrets.
Right. But the other thing I want to throw out there real quick too is, to a degree, I am thankful. I was just telling my wife this the other day. I'm thankful that we are now living in an age where there is more support. There are more therapists. There are more people out there that, if I do need to lay down my burdens to, that we got.
Right.
Because all before, 15, 20 years ago, man, I got a therapist. Oh, you must be crazy. Must be something wrong with you.
Right.
There aren't too
Taking
many people I
pills.
know now. Put this way, it's almost you crazy if you don't have a therapist.
That's why I
I
said
got
I'm
one.
crazy on my moniker.
I got one. I'll go see mine tomorrow.
And the thing of it is, we have to look at it like this. A therapist doesn't necessarily have to be a therapist. A therapist could be, your best friend, someone that is licensed, your pastor, whomever. I look at it like
The
this.
show.
That too. Everybody has different ways they have to be able to let off.
Right.
That is the key. Everybody has to have some. The greater picture is we all need to have a support system. And I think that's what's missing for a lot of us. A lot of us are missing a support system. A lot of us are missing having people in our lives that we connect to so that way we could talk about those things without oversharing. That's a lot of what's missing. At that point, I'm going to shut up. That's all I had to say.
Thanks for that, Ari.
Yeah. So let's go to the next video and check this out.
The hardest part about being a man is that nobody checks on you. They're not even allowed to ask why. Because the moment people see you as the man that can handle it, they unconsciously stop thinking about what carrying all that weight actually does to you mentally. Some men disappear into work. Some men become obsessed with making so much money that they only find success as a way to escape what they're really going through deep inside. Some chase women because of the temporary attention that makes them forget about the pressure for a few hours. Some use alcohol, some use drugs, some use sex, some use gambling. All of these little distractions just to get away from the actual mental fight that they're going through every single day. And especially in our culture, where a lot of men were taught how to survive, but never how to heal. So they think that suffering is actually masculinity, but it's not. That's why purpose matters. That's why brotherhood matters. That's why God matters. Because a man with no outlet eventually starts self-destructing. But more importantly, he starts destructing the people that surrounds him.
All that.
Yeah.
All of that. That hits home most of the points I was making.
Right. And
Yeah,
that's the key. It's like with what we are all going through as men, and if you're a real father, if you're a real husband, if you're a real support system, if you're a real brother,
Jerry, check your mic. I can't hear you.
Are we muted?
No, you're good.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
Yeah, I hear you.
There may be something wrong, Harry.
there's something wrong with yours.
Right.
Everybody else can hear me.
Yep.
I'm going to exit and come back.
So,
Okay.
it's like if you're really involved in your life and people do matter to you, and you're working towards bettering yourself, you do carry that weight.
Right.
Mhm.
And it was kind of funny because everybody keeps saying 20 years ago, back in the day, I mean, we weren't allowed to share. We weren't, you would become, man, why you being a punk?
Yeah.
Just go and work and
Yeah.
do what you gotta do.
The
Should I
words
get that
were harsher
today?
than that. Words were much harsher than that.
Well,
Yeah.
but it was, and just like when Harry was talking about, seeing a therapist. Now,
Right.
at one point, there was a stigma, and one
Yes.
thing that
Right.
black men don't like more than anything else is stigmas.
Yep.
I don't want nobody going around my butthole so you die of colon cancer, or I don't want this, I don't want that. I ain't going to talk to nobody.
You know what I think? I think a lot of that is unique to just men, period. Because as men, we automatically are in that role, protectors, providers. So we got to be the strong, silent type. I think, like you said, 20 years ago, men couldn't share because you get called a punk or something. But the bigger picture is crazy because that became a coping mechanism. Because everybody's going through something, man, woman, they're going through something. So because that's just, life, a shared experience that everybody has some sort of, thing that happens to them where they got to get through it and get past it. So when you frame it with just men, it's, oh, you being a punk, get over it, walk it off. You know what I'm saying?
Rub
That's
some
what it
dirt in.
translates to. So you're a man, you're supposed to be able to get back from this and move on and not dwell on it. And part of that is because we all got to go through something and we can't dwell on it. We got to keep moving. But it becomes negative when there's no, like you said, there's no outlet for the build up of the pressure. You know what I'm saying?
And I think. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
No,
I think a lot of that comes from many of our fathers were not equipped to handle that. We didn't have. Our fathers were equipped to handle a lot of stuff, but they would try to keep us into that realm of being uber masculine because they knew the kind of men that were outside the house would eat you alive.
Yeah.
Because they themselves didn't know how to deal with whatever emotional damage they were going through, because that's, call it what it really is. Men have gone through emotional damage that we have never spoken of.
Yeah.
We have gone through damages that we have never even addressed. Like, I'm still getting to some of the traumas that I've gone through with my therapist, and I've been seeing him for the past 6 years. And I'm still really scratching the surface. And I think a lot of what our fathers taught us, or even the uncles or the big brothers or something, like, they could only teach us what they were equipped to teach. They didn't have the understanding. They had no emotional intelligence about what had happened to them. They just knew that whatever the trauma was, I got to put it behind me because I got to keep moving. because this person depended on me, that person depended on me, that person depended on me. The hell with what I just went through, because there's too many people depending on me for me to take a moment to even breathe about it. So then you don't sleep well, you sleep restlessly, or you start to get snappy with people, and then after a while you didn't put it out of your brain, but the spirit remembers. You don't even understand why you're grouchy as you get older, because you still haven't dealt with the pain that you went through for whatever that situation was, because no one was equipped to either teach you how to deal with it or handle it when you tried to talk to them about it. Because there many of us have tried to go to our homeboys and, hey bro, can I tell you something, and I've actually had homeboys like roll their eyes like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, and I'm like, you know what, nah bro, it's okay. And then I'll be like, man, fuck it, it's okay, so I laugh about it. But at the same time, I'm sitting there, that hurt.
Yeah,
That hurt, because it's like, damn, like I figured that I could, because we was cool, but then you also don't, and I don't think that people understand that when you do that,
Anybody
that
else
person
having audio
never looks
problems?
the same.
No.
No, not me.
Yeah, because I can hear John and I can hear whoever else is saying, but I don't hear who's talking. Like, I'm dead serious, y'all. Like,
What?
it's
I don't know.
very important.
I heard you. Yeah. All of us here.
I can't hear.
Let me find out we hit the limit on StreamYard.
Selective conversations on this.
Next time
No,
you send
honestly-
a text, that way you'll mess the conversation up. Rude
Right,
ass.
but no, I really feel like,
need that.
and I
That's
think they
part of healing.
understand. Yeah, I think that you never look at that friend the same way again either.
Yeah.
Especially when they they didn't do it purposely to try to hurt you. They didn't know how to deal with it. They weren't equipped to deal with it
They know how to
because
help. Yeah.
they didn't know how to help you.
Or maybe they were scared because your trauma was something that mirrored what they were going through, and they just didn't want to. They
didn't want to deal with their
deal
shit.
with theirs.
Yeah.
Because that could also be it. Sometimes your friend is going through stuff and you don't even know it, and they don't try. They don't show it. It was one video I saw. I don't think I downloaded it, where the guy was talking to his mother and he had tears in his eyes. He was crying, saying, "Mom, I'm not doing good. I need some help." And his buddy walked up behind him and tapped him on the shoulder. And he was like, "Hey, yo, what's up? How you doing, man? What's going on? You all right, man?" "Yeah, I'm all right. I'm just over here talking to my mom. Give me a minute. Because
You remember Antoine Fisher, Jerry? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
The movie,
Yeah, the movie Antoine Fisher, I think about that point right before his friend got killed, that he showed up and he was, he really didn't articulate everything, but that was the thing that was keeping him getting messed up in his life.
Right.
I put in the chat for us a little tool I used that I was given in seminary to judge our stress, because you don't realize there's a book in a process called The Body Keeps the Score.
You can click that up.
I don't know if it'll show up real good because it's really like a spreadsheet tool, but I don't know if everyone can get it from the chat, but I'll make sure everybody gets it.
Oh yeah, I have this.
Yeah. And we don't often get to the place where we can enumerate the things we go through. But if you look at it, death of a spouse, foreclosure, divorce, sleep less than 8 hours. All of these things are things that we deal with. And as men, like Grizz said, we don't have the luxury of stopping when these things happen. But just like all of these things, and down it says, look at your life in the past 12 months, 6 months, whatever the case. The body's keeping the score. Mm-hmm. And each one of these is that slow drop on that stone that is in a year, 5 years. It's gonna drip away and tear it away. But the other thing you're gonna see is this. It's cumulative.
Yep.
It adds up.
It builds.
And you don't. When I got diagnosed as ADHD, it gave me a great understanding of why I've done things the way I did. and now I know how to handle it. I don't know how to stop it all, but I see it when it comes.
Right.
And these things aren't deficiencies. If you got diabetes, that's a problem with your pancreas. If you got high blood pressure, that's a problem with your heart and the pressure in your veins. But if you have ADHD, OCD, and all the things we make jokes of, you have depression, bipolar. Those are diseases of your brain. So it's as stupid to not go to the doctor for your A1C as it is for you not to find somebody to help you with your ADHD or your bipolar disorder.
Right.
And church, we've done it to a lot of people. Pray about it. While God is saying, I've given you
Yes.
100 years of doctors
That's the
looking at
reason
the
I don't go to
brain.
church. That's the exact reason I don't
Why
go.
pray?
That's not why you don't go to church. Stop lying.
You
What are you
broke your
talking
arm.
about?
Pray about it. Pray about it. Now get back on this
Pray
court.
about it. Yeah.
And I one of my favorite things to say in church when I'm preaching, when I go to different places, is I tell them all the time. I don't like church people all the time. I don't like church folk all the time. And I said, it's all right. They done paid me. I'm going to finish preaching anyway.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
So I got one more video I want to share, and then we'll go into the wrap up. But you know, this is just the beginning. I think that once a month we're gonna do something more creatively along the lines of a health and wellness checkup.
Right.
Because we got to stay on top of our Black men and their health mentally and physically, because I don't want to lose friends that could be here for a long time because they stubborn or they don't know because nobody's telling them. So roll this last video and then
in the
we'll go
ways
into
we grow up and we're taught, especially like our generation, it was tough through it. Boys don't cry. It was all this toughness stuff. And it wasn't even about being like mentally or emotionally tough. It was about not showing the world that you are vulnerable. It felt like if you showed humanity, you would be under attack. And what happens is, I've learned, is the most under attack I've ever been has been alone with my own thoughts. My own thoughts of my insecurities, my own thoughts of my inadequacies, my own thoughts of my bad decisions, my own thoughts of my mistakes. And I felt like if I shared that with Channing, this dude that he plays with and that he knows will knock a mother effer out, I wouldn't be that to him no more, right? Now I'm the dude that is scared about my children. You know what I'm saying? If I told that to Fred, now when he saw me on Sunday across the field, it wouldn't be the fierce safety that he knows, right? It would be the dude that's trying to deal with the weight of taking care of his entire family, even though he's blessed in these tremendous ways. And so the biggest thing is understanding that physically you're built differently, but emotionally and mentally, we all have battles and demons and gremlins that are relentless, and we can't battle them alone. And I think the other thing I would tell all men is everybody's problem is not your problem to solve.
Right.
Right. There it is.
I agree with that, definitely. I know part of what the guy said from the first video about us taking on so much, especially if you're that go-to guy in your family or your friends. You the one with the car. You the one that got a little more money than everybody else.
Yeah.
Or you're just that person they go to, and it becomes stressful because one, that's an image that you kind of take pride in, being that Mr. Fix-It, being that person that can solve problems, the problem solver. But at the same time, it's a lot of responsibility. you know. And then, like the guy was saying in the video, people get used to shit. So they forget, you know, like I got kids too. I got bills too. You know what I'm saying? So I can't always, you know, just give to you because, you know, you think I have it. And whether I do or not, I may have it because I might need it for a rainy day. It's raining over there. It ain't raining over here. But I need to keep from when it's raining over here. You know what I mean? So a lot of times, you know, us helping ourselves is by telling people no. You know what I'm saying? Not maliciously, not trying to, you know, like I said, it having a negative connotation. Just sometimes you got to save yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm
Especially
saying?
when you're being taken advantage of.
Right. And it's more so not even saving, it's preserving. Because if you have responsibilities, then, you know, I look at it like when I see homeless people, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I have it to give, I'll give it. But sometimes I remember when I ain't got it, when my daughter asked me, "Hey, Dad, you got $5?" I gave $5 to dude, but my daughter needed. You know what I'm saying? So it's
balancing that.
Yeah, balancing that. But it's that inner conflict of I want to help you. You know what I'm saying? I want to be there for you the way you see me and how I want you to see me. But at the same time, understand, you know, sometimes you need to be like, I'm just not gonna ask for it. I'm gonna stick it out and or I'm gonna pray about it or something other than just asking. You know what I'm saying?
What was your comment that you put in the post chat, Rev?
I said the best gift God has given us all is an unreserved no.
Yeah.
There's something too that about what you just. Oh, go ahead, man.
I don't go to church on Sundays. I go to church on Monday night at 8:05. Let me just get that out of the way. All right.
But my friend talked to us pastors at in one of our conferences, and he gave the story. Lumberjack competition from all over the world. Everybody come. All these guys are huge, jacked up. One guy, the best lumberjack in the world, 150 pounds, 5'8". And while everybody out is swinging their axe, he's sitting down and he's sharpening his axe. They're all out lifting weights, trying to get stronger, trying to do this. He's sharpening his axe. And every time he won, because while they tried to muscle, he knew that by sitting down and taking care of what he needed to take care of, he would be so much better at doing what he needed. Right. We feel so guilty when we tell people no, and watch this, for things we can do. But it ain't the time for me to do it.
It is.
And you will tear yourself up, ruin your life trying to do something that you can do, but it ain't the time to do it. And we've got to learn how to sit down sometime, sharpen your axe. If that means you got to read a book, you got to go pop in a Luther CD that's way in the back because you got to find the CD player at work. You got to sit down and watch your YouTube videos. Hit up your boys on Facebook. Get your favorite scent of your English laundry and just spray it and smell it. And when people say, I need you to do this, I am busy. All you doing is spraying cologne. I am busy. Yep. And please respect my no.
Yeah. Especially if you're a female. Respect my no.
We good. But I mean, this was a great start to something that I think has to be a part of our regular conversation. And what I want to put out there to the people in the peanut gallery that watched, and shout out to Anthony, he was in the peanut gallery, and some of the other people, but we were really talking today, so I wasn't all rah-rah about saying hi to everybody, but your presence is noted, and we appreciate you for being here with the GMC. But we've got to be more intentional about what we put on these shows sometimes. We got to have our fun. we got to kick back with our shoes off and enjoy ourselves and talk about what we really want to talk about. But we also need to take time to do a wellness check on each other as a family. Because if you actually take 2 to 3 hours out of your day to come here and sit with the Grown Man Clique podcast, that means we become ingratiated into your family. So if you learn anything about your family, you're going to learn some stuff you don't want to know about them, and you're going to learn the stuff that makes you more fond of them. And, you know, we got to do this sometimes just so that people know that we do care about the family that we've created in this podcast space. And before we wrap up, I just wanted to let people know that next month I'll be taking a hiatus from the show. I've enlisted my boy Grizzly. I've enlisted Bryant, of course, the regular Grown Man Clique, Van Gogh, and everybody. Even Sheila will still be running the show. And to be honest, I have to have surgery. And I'm going to give myself the time needed to process the surgery and get things done and healed up right and everything. I'm not leaving, y'all. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be here for a long time. I don't care about the good time part. I want to be here for a long time because I want to keep sharing and growing and loving on people that I love on and being here for a good portion of the time that God has supplied for me to be here around you guys. It's going to be different, but I will try to come in, but I can't even use my computer. My computer got to stay here so y'all can do the podcast.
So just real quick, in light of this new information, Sheila, you won't be off with him because we want you to be home with your man. So Rich, get the hose, just like last time. Rev, you had to miss a couple shows, okay?
No, Rev can stay. He got experience with hoes. He got experience with hoes. It's good.
But,
we need the whole oil.
But it's so funny because the thing about it is that everybody just about on the show kind of knew I was going through some stuff. And one by one, y'all pulled my card. One by one, y'all was like, what's going on, Jerry? And eventually I had to tell everybody, you know, face to face. But the thing about it is that because I have a good health regimen, this is not going to impact my life where I'm going to be saying goodbye to y'all. And if you guys can do me a big favor and go to the doctor twice a year. One time is not enough. Have 6-month checkups. Make sure you're doing good. Because 6 months before I had the problem, I was perfectly fine. 6 months later, I had an issue that needed to be addressed. And if I would have waited a year, it would probably have been a different conversation. It's just that simple. So, you know, I really want you guys to take care of yourselves because taking care of me allows me to know that I can be here to be with you guys and keep telling y'all, take care of your damn selves. I love y'all. I want y'all here for a long time. So, as we do at the end of every show, we're going to go around and Mr. Sophisticated Grizzly, can you tell them what's coming up with the Sophisticated Grizzly podcast and everything else you got going on?
Okay, guys. So we will be coming back in July with the Sophisticated Grizzly podcast. We are going to do a few things differently, but I still want to let everybody know that the 1930s to 1950s AI versus battle is still on. It's happening in July, so please have your music ready, have your song prepared, because we are going to be having a damn good time. And this time, this versus battle is not about fragrances. It's not about any of that. It's about putting your money where your mouth is. If you believe in your song, put up or shut up. Put your money in there. Everybody's going to have an opportunity to bet on themselves. And whoever wins at the end of it, they win the entire pot. So that's how this versus battle is
I'm out of retirement, Greg.
Yeah, come out of retirement. You're gonna have to. I'm telling you, man. This is gonna be one of those ones. And I will be doing a Teddy Files. It's not going to look the same, guys, because as you know, I showed you the other side of the room. It needs to be repaired, but Mrs. Grizz has graciously allowed me to use her desk to be able to do the Teddy Files. So ain't gonna be no fragrances behind us. But how about we not concentrate on the fragrances behind us and concentrate on the ones that I'll be putting in camera? So there you go.
Mhm.
Right.
So that's what we're going to be doing. So be prepared for the Teddy Files to come. The Teddy Files will be coming back this week, and I'll still be doing the shorts and everything like that. So just be prepared because we back up and running. Everybody, let's roll.
All right.
All right.
Jay Nicole, what you got going on for them smell goods and feel goods for everybody?
It's simple. Y'all just need to come to jaimour.com, JAIAMOUR, for all your luxurious body butter needs. Just because warm outside does not mean that you don't get ashy. I'm assuming you took a bath, so yeah, the ash filter cups. Not only that, it makes you smell good, makes you feel good. Come see me, jaimour.com.
Right. And the Right Reverend Rogers, please tell them where they can come to get the good word that only the way that you could give it to them.
Well, I am again thankful for this time with everybody. I am Pastor TR, Reverend Rogers. You can always find me anywhere on the socials, particularly on our YouTube channel at Bethlehem Palatka. You put in Bethlehem, BETHLEHEM, Palatka, PALATKA. You will be able to come right into the Bethlehem Church where we just love on everybody. On Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time is Divine Discussions with Pastor TR, where I go over minimally a prayer with everyone and hopefully some relationships, some mental health when it comes to the Word of God for everyone. And again, as always, we are active in the worship at 11 a.m. On Sunday mornings, Eastern Standard at the Bethlehem Church.
All right.
Thank you.
Amen.
And bringing up Mr. Vicissitude, tell them what you got.
So, vicissitudemagazine.com, redmidnightmag.com, of course, for any of the issues that are currently available. I am going to have a very important live stream very soon, next couple weeks, once some things clear, to talk about some things that need to be talked about that we haven't talked about in a while. And it'll probably be a simulcast with my podcast, The Midnight Disruption. So I'll have more details very soon. But yeah, in the next few weeks, I think things need to be said and expectations need to be set at this point. And yeah, got a lot of stuff to take off my chest, and we'll just go from there. So
all right. So as you know, I'm Mass Creation Multimedia. This is Lifer Behind the Lens. You have Van Gogh Designs. We are the Grown Man Click, so we're not doing no big commercials, but you can find us on the Grown Man Click page or any of our individual social media. Also, to my boy Scott, he's going to be back soon.
Okay,
he's
good.
Still working on getting some stuff together, and he's been going through a little bit of a transitional period, and he's been in touch with me. He's been here to the studio. We've had conversations. When he's ready to share, he will share it with us. And I'm not just going, that's why people trust me, because I don't just be telling their business without their permission. But, it's going to be a great time to get all of the band back together. I can't wait, because when I had to go to California, you guys did an amazing job of holding down the fort. I'm going to be in Baltimore, so I can ride over here if Sheila get in the car and take me if y'all get too out of the hand. I know how to get here. I know how to get here. How Jay say, I'm only 5 minutes away. I'm a little bit more than 5, but I can get here. But we will be having a show next week, and I will be in the house next week. That's going to be probably my last show in person. I will be chiming in on my phone, or maybe I'll grab Sheila's computer if she'll allow me to. So it's going to be a little change for me for a while, because everybody know I do not sit still. So for me to have to sit still is going to be crazy. But, we'll make sure when I come back, I'll do. All right. 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 All And as we say at the end of every podcast, like, share, subscribe, take your and as we always say, please do good. Do really good. But if you're going to do bad, do really bad so that they know that you meant it. Peace. We are out.
Thanks for watching the Grown Man Clique podcast.